Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Let me tell y'all something. I've had a crazy start to my morning. Good start, but crazy nonetheless. It's just been crazy. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 63 degrees right now, going up to a high of 77. And I'm excited about that. It's because it's going to be no rain in the forecast. It was a beautiful weekend, though. The weekend was lovely. I didn't do a whole lot. I did a lot of cleaning and straightening up and rearranging and stuff like that. So I didn't do a lot, but it was a good weekend. I visited my daughter, moved into her apartment, so that was nice. And so I went to go visit and help her out. Georgia and I went to go help her move, so that was an experience because by the time I got finished that night, my back was in excruciating pain. When I tell y'all pain, I was in pain. It was painful, y'all, but it's okay. I took a pill, and I call it a day. Well, let me just tell you guys this. Today is the 500th episode of the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. Let me give it a round of applause. I cannot believe that I have actually recorded 431 hours of this show. 400, that's a lot of talking, y'all. That's a lot of talking. 431 hours. I've been talking up a storm. The show the show is 2 years old, 2 years and 4 months old. That's how old the show is. I've been doing the show since December 2018. So this is my 500th episode. And that proves something to me. And it should prove something to you, too. When you love something and you really, care about what you're doing, you will do it no matter what. And let me tell y'all something. I've been doing this show. There's no money coming from this. Not no real money. Let me say that. Not what I consider real money. I'm talking about like millions. I consider that real money. They're coming, though. They're coming. I know they are coming. But I love what I do. So I get up every day and I do it. And I have a lot going on. And it's crazy because I got up this morning and I went to go visit my daughter yesterday, and I thought about all these things I should have did for the show yesterday, and I was trying to do them this morning. And even though I got up early enough, I still found myself a little bit behind the 8 ball as far as time is concerned. But glad to be here with you this morning. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I had a pretty work weekend, a housework weekend. That's what I did. I didn't do any work. That's why I was rushing this morning, trying to put together banners and all the things I was trying to put together. But I had a good work week, which I'm glad about that because I got everything kind of organized the way I want. I got a couple more things I got to do. And then outside of that, I'll be ready to rock and roll. So today is National Pretzel Day. So if you like pretzel, get you a pretzel. It's also National Help a Horse Day. I love horse. And it's also National Kids and Pet Day. So you got a whole lot going on. You can pick something you want to do. Kids and pets, help a horse, eat a pretzel, whatever. It's your day. Pick a day. It's a whole lot of them. I ain't reading all of them. It's like about 8 today. I'm like, boy, somebody really wanted to make April 26th a holiday. They put a whole bunch of them up there. But anyway, good morning, Georgette. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm great today. Yeah. I had a good weekend. Everything was good. Went out to eat. Went out with some friends that used to live next door to me. They moved, and I really missed them. So they invited us to her husband's birthday. So we went out. Beautiful restaurant in Brazelton. So it was nice. We had a good time.
Nice.
Helped my niece move.
Yeah. Like that was an adventure.
And I took a fall, but I'm okay.
Yeah, she took a fall. So what happened was my daughter has a lot of shoes, y'all. I got a lot of shoes. She got me beat by about 50 pairs. She has a lot of shoes. So she had all these shoes, and we had them in this wagon thing, and we were trying to take it in the house. So every time I would lift up the back, the shoe would fall off. And so every time a shoe fell off the wagon, I'd be like, man down, man down. So the third time, Georgette fell down. And I was like, man down, man down. It was hilarious. But, she was able to get back up, thank God. She was able to get back up.
It was funny. I told Rick that. I said, yeah, we were like, every time the shoe fell, we were like, man down. And then all of a sudden I went down. So that was not.
Yep.
but I was okay.
And then my husband went over there. My husband went over because I had told him the story. I told him the story about the man down, right? So we get to Dominique's house, and we're coming out the house, and he almost tripped. He's like, I'm about to be like Georgette, man down.
Oh, no. Man, oh, no.
It was hilarious. Like, what is going on here? What is happening?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. But, yeah, she has cute place. It's really, really cool. It was really nice to help her out and stuff.
And it's so funny. She's such a
minimalist. Chill out with her for a little bit.
Yeah. She's such a minimalist, right? So she's like, I was like, it looks, you want to have an apartment warming? And she's like, I mean, well, I don't even know what else to get them. Like, do you now, so we do differently. So I'm kind of like a minimalist too, but she's a super minimalist, right? So I'm like, well, you need some more pictures in here. She's like, oh, okay. I said, maybe, like another chair. It's like, oh, okay. It was so funny, like, cause she's like, yeah, I don't think I need anything else. I was like, so I'm looking around like, well, you need a. And here I am not the decorator at all. She's normally the decorator. But I think it's just the fact that she's been so busy. She hasn't had time to like really sit back and look at it yet. Because her bedroom in this house right here was beautiful. Like everybody loved that room. Like it was like, okay, we're gonna stay in this room. And so she had it decorated and it's still decorated. We left it decorated just like it was. That's gonna be the main guest room. But so she was like, oh yeah, so it was funny because she's like in her mind, I guess she was kind of finished, and I was like, "You're not getting no more pictures." So it was me, like me of all people. But anyway, I'm gonna do the horoscopes, and then Georgetta's gonna do the word of the week, and then I got to come back. We're gonna talk about the journey of Good Morning Gwinnett and where we're going. I'm gonna give you a little bit of news about what's happening around Gwinnett County. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on into our horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen for today. Monday, April the 26th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You must not lead someone on or show interest in them for the wrong reasons. You may need the space, but you need the extra cash more. You will reap the rewards with kind actions. Okay, listen, don't lead nobody on today, Aries. If you know you ain't really interested in them, just don't. And especially if it's for the wrong reason. People have feelings, and karma is a mother freaker. Just know that. I'm just saying. Taurus, you will be able to borrow money in order to invest. You have a tendency to think that no one else will do things properly. Don't let them in on your plans if you want things to run smoothly. Keep folks out your business today, Taurus. And yeah, I know we all have that kind of issue. Like, can't nobody do it right but me? Can't nobody do it right but me? Nah, sometimes you have to turn the reins over to people to free yourself up. Let them take the reins. Somebody else can do it okay. Just tell them what you want. Gemini. This would not be the day to start new business ventures or make drastic changes in your career. Hassles with close friends or family will put a damper on your day and result in isolation and loneliness. Make arrangements to meet friends at a local dance club. Like, do they call them dance clubs anymore? Like, that really is like ancient. Like at a local dance club. Like, what the heck is a dance club? Like, I haven't heard that since I was about 7. And I don't even think they said dance club then. It's like we going to the club.
No. You ain't going to the club, right?
Yeah, we're going to the club. Like we said club, like the local dance club. Anyway, Gemini, have some fun and don't let your friends and family put a damper on your spirit today. Don't let them do it. Go, listen, send them away or else it's going to be you that's going to be affected, not them. You're going to be in isolation. You're going to feel lonely. Just go to the dance club. That's all. Turn the music on. JJ, I played music this weekend, girl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, child. I had to turn the music on today this weekend because I had work to do, and I was like, I need some music. And I was playing some good old music, too. I was playing like, I had my Pandora on. I had it on Kim station. First, I had it on the Whisper station, which I love. Then I had it on Kim station. And then my brother comes in, and the Isley brother is playing. He's like, oh. And I was like, he's like, mine used to listen. Like, oh, shucks. Now I was like, all right now, bro, I hear you. Like, I hear you, boy. I think it was playing For the Love of You by the Isley Brothers. Like, oh, shucks now. I didn't even think he remembered that stuff. Like, my mother loved the Isley Brothers. Like, she loved the Isley Brothers, and I didn't think my brother even remembered, but he did. He's like, oh, shucks now. He's like, that's an oldies,
My mom used to sing with them. She lived next door to them in Manhattan.
Really?
Yeah. Ronald, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, she used to sing with him, and she used to sing with Cuba
Gooding Jr. or Gooding, not Jr.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: Does she have any pictures with either of them, with either of the groups? Because
I don't know if she did. I don't know if she did. So I don't know, but I know she had. I know her and I'm not going to be putting people's business out there because he might not want to know that, but but they were good friends.
Oh,
let's just say her and one of the.
So we just gonna read between the lines on that.
Yeah.
We're gonna read between the lines. So she sang with Cuba and Isaac brothers, and they were just good friends. Okay, we're gonna read between the lines. Oh, listen, audience, let's just read between the. She's not gonna put it out there, but we're gonna read between the lines. and that was.
I started saying, I was like, maybe
And whatever it was a long.
Good friends. But she was young too. They were both young, so they. Yeah, but Cuba lived next to her too, and so she used to sing with her. My mom had a beautiful voice. She was a great voice, but yeah.
I want to do Miss Lola have pictures because they got these things called EFTs or NFTs or whatever they are, but they making millions of dollars. So she may be able to take an NFT and make a whole lot of money. I'm just thinking, I'm always in business mode. I'm like,
I know you are.
What the heck is an NFT or EFT or whatever it is? But it's some kind of digital something that's going on, and people are killing it with these things. I'm like, what are they? It's like a digital picture that disappears. I don't know, girl, but it's millions of dollars being made.
Okay.
Something
I
crazy.
don't remember. I have to ask her. Hopefully she remembers. I don't remember any pictures after all of these years. I remember, having conversations about it, but I don't remember pictures though.
All right, we're gonna have to find out. All right, Cancer. Your ability to deal with others will help you in getting the support you need. Get back to the basic and reevaluate what is important in life. Self-improvement projects should be your key concern. Yeah, get back to the basics. Reevaluate your life. It's so funny because I go through a lot when it comes to my business. I struggle daily. I'm just going to be honest, daily, because there's always a great idea or always a new venture. It's always great opportunity. So I struggle daily, you guys, daily. But this morning, it was so crazy because I woke up, I was like, man, I'm about to do the 500th episode of the Good Morning Gwinnett show. 500. So cool. That's a lot. And it was like, it's just amazing. Anyway, I talk about that on the other side. Leo, you can look into new jobs, but don't count on getting help from someone who may have promised you assistance. Don't let others try to create unwarranted guilt if you can't meet their demands. Plan to do things with your faithful pet or with youngsters who have interesting hobbies. All right, now listen, don't count on anybody. If they made you a promise today, don't count on it. That's going to be a false promise. Don't count on it. Just do what you got to do. Plan to do things with your faithful pet and youngster. Today is National Kids and Pet Day. So do something nice. Take them to the park, especially if it's beautiful outside. Take them to the park. They'll love it. Both of them. The kids and the pets. Trust me, they will. Virgo, be prepared to neutralize any threats. Travel will entice you. However, a tendency to overspend is quite possible. Try to bend, but do not mess. Do not try to bend, but by no means should you give in completely. Yeah, bend just a little bit, though. But don't give in. Don't give all the way in. But just you could bend just a little bit. All right, listen, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thiason. Stay tuned.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return from my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. Wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So I been in you and you, but I'm so used, and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I knew I needed something different. Out of the blue, somebody told me we were just friends. But we started building trust and my fragile heart started to mend. Yeah, I should have paid attention. You would have been the obvious choice, but I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So I, then you, and you, but I, so you, and I, not surprised by what I found, 'cause I knew I needed something different. Out of the blue, somebody who was listening. Out of all the people to revive my love, could it be just anyone? But maybe it had to be you, you.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you daily horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyson. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Small business ventures can earn you extra cash. Self-deception is likely. Take time to talk things over. Travel for business or pleasure. Just take a trip. Whether it's business or pleasure today, Libra, just take a trip. And listen, you might want to think about starting you a nice little side hustle. You know, to earn some extra cash. The summer is coming. What do you have planned? Is extra cash going to be needed? Think about something that you could sell. Yeah, probably something digital. And I got something I'm selling. I can't wait to tell y'all about it. For the show. It's so cool though. Anyway, Scorpio, don't be shy. If you want to spend more time with the special person, make a commitment. You'll be tempted to shop till you drop. You can make adjustments in your domestic scene today. Yeah, aren't we all tempted to shop till we drop, Scorpio? I know, just be tempted. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to look at the bank account and be like, oh my God, what did I do? Don't do it. Just be tempted, but don't do it. Don't let temptation win, baby. Sagittarius, spend some time with the one you love. Pleasure trips will be satisfying. Rewards for past good deeds will highlight your day. You're best to avoid disputes. All right. Listen, avoid disputes at all costs. Yes, you're going to get some rewards. Listen, no good deed go unnoticed. Yeah, so your good deeds, listen, the rewards, they're about to hit. Listen, we've all done some good things. I said to the universe the other day, I'm like, listen, I've been good. It's my time, universe. It's my time. I need you to make some things happen. I put my little wish paper, I wrote on it, and sent it up. I know y'all was like, what the heck is wish paper? We'll talk about that too. Because it's a full.
I haven't used that yet.
I did, girl. I didn't use it like 3 times. And today is a good day to use it. It's a full pink supermoon today. So today is a good time to use it. Yes. We're going to talk about that, y'all. Capricorn, you must try to lay your cards on the table. Talk to your mate and tell them how you feel. Your mind will be wandering to exotic destinations. Double check before you go out. Yeah, listen here, Capricorn. I know my mind. Listen, we were on our way to Mexico. We were going until we got a notice from the government like, don't go. We like, what? So we had to cancel that trip. We was going to Tulum for my daughter's 30th birthday. Now she's trying to plan a trip somewhere within the state of Georgia. I want to say it's going to be somewhere at an Airbnb, a big, huge, or a cabin or something by a lake. She said she has to be by water. So he's going to have the pool. It's going to have a pool. She said not a lake. So it could be, I think it's going to be by a lake with a pool. But anyway, we had this trip planned to Mexico. That's the second time I'm supposed to be going to Mexico this year, and I haven't gone. That's a sign. I supposed to went for that's a sign. I supposed to went for my birthday. We had to cancel. They had booked everything. We were ready to rock. We had to change everything around. We were going for my daughter's birthday. Had to cancel. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'll be going to Mexico no time soon. Not gonna do it. Aquarius, pleasure trips will be most enjoyable and should lead to new and lasting friendships. You will be up and down emotionally. New romantic partners may attend a function that puts you in the limelight. I don't know. The Oscars was last night, I think. So if you missed that one, I don't know what your new function going to be. But it's going to put you in the limelight, so make sure you look your best, Aquarius. Put your best foot forward, baby. You're going to be in the limelight. Step into the limelight. Some of us don't like that, like me. Pisces, cultural activities will prove to be quite enlightening for everyone. Be careful when dealing with superiors. Do whatever your mate wants. It really doesn't matter as long as you're together. Oh, Georgette. What we got to do today? Oh.
Do what they want.
Ooh, let me tell y'all something, though. Listen, fish. I don't know about y'all. I don't even know about Georgette at this point. It better be reasonable. It better make sense. Better make sense now. Listen, Michael. You talking about do whatever your mate wants today, as long as we're together. It better make sense. He might tell us to eat some worms or something. My husband loved Naked and Afraid. He might like, listen, let's go to the woods, be naked with the animals. Like, absolutely not, bruh. Ain't gonna happen.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't know if y'all ever watched Naked and Afraid. They could just drive me past where we supposed to. I don't even want to get out the truck. I just want to see where I would be if I did Naked and Afraid. Just show me where we would have been. Ooh, that's all the horoscopes I got. That's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Know the Astrologer Micah Thies. And now let's keep it moving. We're going to keep it. Well, let me just say this. So my husband loves Naked and Afraid, right? So the other day we was watching an episode where this guy was there and he got 2 ticks stuck in his butt.
Oh.
So he got 2 ticks. I think they ate a rat or something, and the lady she got stung by a scorpion. And I was like, now see, that right there.
No,
first of all them bugs biting on me all night. Listen, I just want to put a mosquito net over the back of the truck where I'm going to be sitting while y'all drive me by to see where I would be if I was on Naked and Afraid, because I ain't getting off the truck. I ain't put the mosquito net over the back of the truck. That's what I want you to do. I don't even want to drive through without the mosquito net. Put me matter of fact, put me on the inside, roll the window up, cut the air conditioner on, drive me by, let me see, and just keep going. I'm like, that's where I would have been if I did Naked and Afraid. That's where I would have started with my little satchel.
You know what? I love, put me in a hotel and send me a picture. Okay,
Sure enough.
I'm not doing it.
Sure enough, girl, like, ooh, count me out. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it a hot second. They be like, Lord, she ain't make it. She ain't make it but a minute. Soon as I step out on it, man down. Like you
take her out.
The producer like, ma'am, you sure you want to go? Yeah. Yeah. Give me shoes. Where my shoes at? Where my shoes at?
Naked with shoes on.
Where my shoes? Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all, but that just the visual of me saying that is so funny to me. Like, give me my damn shoes. Oh God. Okay. Georgia, go ahead. Go ahead. Give me the word for the week. I'm finished because I'm in one of them good moods today.
Word of the week. Okay. So now what you're saying, it's our 500th show, which is so exciting. I just can't believe that she did 500 shows, and this is the 52nd word.
Yes.
It'll be a year of giving words. I can't believe that either.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to make some new card decks just so I let y'all know.
I know, right? You ran out of words. Wait, don't you got a new card deck though? What about the other card deck? Don't you got one?
I've been going back and forth. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, I still have words. Yeah. I'm just joking.
Oh. Like we done ran out of
but
words.
It's always good to do a new card deck. I'm ready to do a new one. So all right. The word of the week is this is a fun word. The word of the week is excited.
Yes.
Okay, I don't even know why I'm excited. I just said it.
Yes.
Excited, very enthusiastic and eager. Excited. So I want you to think back to the last time you were really excited about something. Even when you say the word, for me, when I said the word excited, I just got excited. It's just so crazy. So it's kind of like a power word, not a power word, like a lifting word. When you say excited, I don't think you can say excited and just not be excited.
Right. You like, get excited.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's that kind of word that promotes that energy, that has that energy behind it, excited. You are excited. I'm excited. And sometimes when you say those things, it really makes you get into that mood. And that's the energy and the power of words. That's why I love words so much, because they really can definitely, bring you down, but they can also bring you up and lift you up. And I've been reading this book, Power Words, and they have these things called lifting words. And I think excited is that kind of word. It just makes you feel excited, and if you can't feel, me and OG say this all the time. If there's a word that shows up that really doesn't feel like it resonates with you, or that you just can't get into that space, be excited for somebody else, right? Go out there and help somebody else, in a journey that they're going along with, or a task that they have to do. So when they finish it, they're excited, and guess what? You feel excited for them. So so that's the word for the week. I don't want to take up too much time because I know Audrey probably has a lot to talk about today, but it is the 52nd word of this Good Morning Gwinnett word of the week, and I'm so excited to be able to share 52 amazing words with you. So I also want to just throw this out. So if any of these words that have resonated with you, make sure you send me an email, right? You can send me an email, Georgette@noisemedia.us, and I want to be able to put you in a raffle to win one of these card decks that I use to share these words of the week with you. So, card deck somebody can win, but you got to send me a word that meant something to you, maybe possibly the week that you heard the word in, and do that so you can, because I really want you to utilize these words and use them to help you to have a better outlook, on your life, a better outlook on the situation that you're currently in. Because sometimes people are not excited, and I understand that with so many things going on in this world. But, you are waking up every single day with the opportunity to change your situation, be it a new job, a new career, just even a new outlook on life. So be excited, people. That's the word for the week.
I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I'm excited because Good Morning Gwinnett is a little bit over 2 years old. We have 500 episodes. I'm also excited because Georgette don't know this. So Georgette and I had this.
She always does that to me.
It's been hard to hold too, but so Georgette and I we talked about ways to really get the community involved with the show and just thinking outside of the box. We live outside the box for real. Like listen, we're fish. Like if you don't know us, we're like fairies and goddesses and all those. We're fish. Like that's who we are. That's who we are. And we live outside the box. Sometimes people think we're nuts. Sometimes, hell, I think we're nuts. But so for all my fellow Pisces out there, you know how we are. Some of us are airy fairy. Some of us are extremely talented and artistic. And some of us just live outside the box, which that would be me. But anyway, Georgette and I had a conversation a while ago. And we were talking about ways to, really build a brand around Good Morning Gwinnett. And that's one of my goals. I've done 500 episodes, so you can tell that I'm definitely committed, right? And I'm loving every second of it. And every time I get to introduce something new, like the segment that we do with Chris Hood, Talk Tech Tuesday, and the segment that I do on Tuesday, Talk Business Tuesday. I do Talk Business Tuesday after the news, and then we do a full segment with Chris on the first Tuesday of every month. We talk tech about how to use SEO to grow your business locally, which I'm so excited about that because it's just so much more we got to talk about. So he'll be on next Tuesday. So if you want to know how to use video and how to use SEO with video to grow your business, make sure to tune in next Tuesday to that episode. And then tomorrow I'll be talking about business. So I'm always excited about the new things. And then on Thursday, Georgette books these amazing people that get a chance to come on here and share their stories of how they came from where they were to where they are right now. And hopefully that's going to inspire somebody to say, you know what, I could do that. If she did it, I could do it. If he did it, I could do it. They had a dream and they just jumped out there on the dream. So, the evolution of the show is always evolving. So that being said, Georgette and I had a conversation a while ago. We were talking about what can we do, to create a community around the show. And so I had this idea for this comic strip. And so we were over lunch just talking about this comic strip or whatever. So I got the first one done, Georgette. Not the book, just the first strip. And so, yes. So listen, guys. And this is gonna be an ongoing thing. So the purpose of the comic strip is based around Gwinnett County. It's so cool. It's like the story. I can't give you out a full storyline, but you can kind of get a look at the characters. There is a T-shirt on the Good Morning Gwinnett website, and it's called the comic strip is called Twinemies, like twin enemies, Twinemies. That's Twinemies. So you got to go to the site to look at it. But let me just give you a little bit about the characters. So there are two twins, sisters. They don't know each other. They were separated at birth. One is named Blaze and the other one is named Royal. One is good, of course, and the other one is bad. So and one works at Curiosity Lab and one works at Good Morning Gwinnett. So listen, that's the storyline. So that's the story. But right now there's a graphic T-shirt at goodmorninggwinnett.com. I just released it today for our 500th episode, which I'm excited about that. But this comic series is going to keep going. So every month, starting next month, you're going to get 2 comic strips every month. And it's going to build up to the story. And I got the story, y'all. I've been working on this story, and I've been thinking about, okay, how's it going to roll out? Who's involved? How the story gets started? So the graphic that you see right now on the T-shirt, that was the first graphic that the guy did for me. Now I have to go back and give you the backstory. So the next graphic is going to be the backstory, how they got to be working at, how they became, how they got to work at Good Morning Gwinnett and Curiosity Lab. So for those of you who don't know, Curiosity Lab is located in Peachtree Corners. It's a real place. They're both extremely smart. They don't know each other. They both live in Gwinnett County, but they don't know each other. And so the story unfolds is so freaking cool, man. And me thinking outside the box, I already see other stuff. I already see other stuff for not just the comic strip, but other things. So I'm excited that the first graphic is out. So you can go there, you can get a poster or you can get a T-shirt. And you're going to see Curiosity Lab in there. You're going to see Good Morning Gwinnett in there. And it's so crazy because the way I had the artist draw it, Good Morning Gwinnett is downtown on the South Lawn in Lawrenceville. So if you look at the picture, if you get the T-shirt, if you look at the picture, you can kind of see the roundabout that's inside of the South Lawn. And then the Good Morning Gwinnett logo is on the building down on the South Lawn. It's so, y'all, when I tell y'all, I was so excited about this. And just to see the storyline unfold. So I've been working on the storyline for probably about 3-4 weeks. And I'm almost to the end of the story, and it's so cool to be able to do something like this. So I'm so excited about, building a brand. So you may be thinking, and I know I'm supposed to be doing the news, but I gotta tell y'all, this is my 500th episode. You may be thinking, what made me decide to do this? So what happened was, in the podcasting world, every time I give a class on podcasting, even if I talk about giving a class on podcasting, and people ask me, I thought about starting a podcast. This is what they say. I thought about starting a podcast, but I don't know if I have the time. That's the first thing they say. 2, I don't know what I'll talk about, right? 3 is, I can't make no money from a podcast. Those are always the top 3 reasons people give you for not starting a podcast. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know if I have the time, and I can't make no money from a podcast, right? People are making millions, y'all, from podcasting, millions. But here's the thing. As a podcaster, if you want to get a brand to back your podcast, you have to have a certain amount of listeners and audience and all that kind of stuff. And it takes some time. And so for me, I realized that my podcast was super hyper local. It's a hybrid. I do it live. I play music. I do all these things that most podcasters, I'm talking about 99% of the podcasters, do not do. Like I'm in a world pretty much by myself. Most podcasters, they either talk about sports or they interview people or they may give you some helpful tips in their space. So let's say, for instance, you're a gynecologist, you may have a podcast just about the female body, right? That's normally how it is. Mine is very it's hyper local because I'm talking about Gwinnett County most of the time. It's a hybrid because I go live, I play music, I do the horoscopes, so it's different. And so I knew it was going to take me a minute to build the audience up for that. But I said to myself, I'm going to build the audience. I'm going to get to 1 million downloads. I know that's coming. But here's the thing. I'm like, well, if I get to 1 million downloads, I might as well just incorporate my own brand inside of the show. So I was like, okay, well, I live in Gwinnett County. The show is about Gwinnett County. What can I do that Gwinnett County? And so one of the things I thought about was a comic strip. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I told my daughter, because she's a little bit creative, and I said, hey, listen, what do you think about this? She's like, I think that's a great idea. Now, of course, when I told her that part, she asked me some other questions that I'll share with you guys at a later date. But she asked me some other things. I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool, right? So she was like, I was like, yeah. So I told my husband, he liked it. So when we got the graphic back, they were like, oh, that's nice, you know. And so that's why I decided to launch. So I thought about launching coffee, right? I got the coffee back, but right around the time I thought about doing a coffee, there was a whole problem with people going to work because of COVID. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, excuse me my French, y'all. I was like, oh, I don't know if I want people touching the coffee, you know, and COVID floating around. So I had to scrap that idea. I thought about launching a beer. So I went downtown Lawrenceville. I talked to the guys over at Iron Shear Brewing. They told me some great stuff. You know, they told me not to launch a breakfast beer, but to launch something else. And I said, okay. But then I kind of felt like they didn't want to work with me because I was too small. Like one of the partners did want to work with me. He said he did. The other partner, he was like, yeah, he kept giving me like, you know, I don't know. And so I reached out to him a couple of times like, hey, tell me what my startup cost would be. And I never got an email back. So to me, when you try to force things to happen, I feel like that's when they're not supposed to happen. Like, I know that some things are going to take work, but there are some things that your gut is telling you, maybe not now. Right? And your mind is telling you, no, do it. But your gut is telling you, no, not now. And then people just step in and say, no, not now. Like the trip to Tulum. Like we planned that trip has been planned twice. And everybody's like, we're going. And the universe is saying, you're not going. So you have to pay attention to those signs. And so I, you know, when I reached out to them and they gave me some great ideas, I'm talking about some remarkable ideas, but I could feel the hesitation from one. And then I think what threw him off is when I said I don't drink beer. Like, my passion is podcasting. I'm using the beer to grow the brand. And I think that kind of threw him off because they live in beer. It's kind of like me doing podcasting and somebody saying I'm doing podcasting, but I hate podcasting. Or I don't like podcasting, but I'm doing it to grow my brand. And they probably felt the same way. So I think for them, they kind of felt like it wasn't going to be like an ongoing customer. I wasn't going to be an ongoing customer. I was just using it as a way to grow the company. And they were partly right, but I could tell you one thing. If the beer had kicked off and became highly successful, I doubt very seriously I would have scrapped it. I could tell you that, you know. So that didn't work out. And so now I was like, okay, what can I do? And so the comic strip was already kind of in play with when I was doing both of those things. So you've heard me say a lot of times, I'm launching something new. And that's just the nature of the beast. That's just where we live. Like, I could easily launch a course, you know, on how to start a podcast. I could every day. And I do podcast training all the time. But I like podcasting versus, you know, training. I do. I like this better. Right. And so, you know, I looked at, and I'm going to be talking about my journey. Like, I looked at the journey of building this brand. I was like, okay, I could do this, and this is how I could do it. And there's other things I'm doing to build a brand. But I think this for me is probably going to be the most fun because it allows me to think outside the box and to go into my inner crazy and pull out some crazy and share with you guys, you know. And so that's how the comic strip came about. And I held it. I've been holding it now for a month. Because I wanted to release it on the day that we had our 500th episode, and that's today. And so if you guys want to see it or purchase a t-shirt or a poster for your room or your kids' room, you know, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. It's right on the front page, right next to 500th episode. It's right on the front page. Just click the link and it'll take you to the order page. If you want a signed copy of a poster, shoot me an email, Audrey at Good Morning Gwinnett, and I will get you a signed copy. I'll send you shoot me an email. I'll send you a link to pay, and I will send you a signed copy. So I'm excited about that. So that's why I'm excited. That's why, you know, I wanted to, you know, take a second just to explain to you where we were and kind of like where we're going. And, you know, hopefully that the show is inspiring somebody while we give the news. I hope it's motivating some people to see what's possible. I'm hoping that it educates some people because we share a lot of great information about mindset. Georgette is a mindset expert. She's also an inventor and a creator like I am, like we both are. She has a beautiful card deck. If you want a card deck, you know, tell her a word of the week and she's going to send you a free deck, you know. So things like that. So that's why I'm excited about what we're doing on the show, how we're collaborating on the show, how we're promoting each other's business on the show, how we're informing our community, how we're helping small businesses think outside the box and don't be afraid. Listen, we live outside the box. You know, we live outside the box. So the things I talk about on the show, I'm just not afraid. Like, I wasn't afraid to launch a coffee company. Now I got a whole bag of coffee sitting in a box in a closet. Like, okay, where am I going? I don't drink coffee. So I gave it to my mom. She loved it. Well, I don't have my mom anymore. So now I got a bag of coffee that I'm never going to drink. You know, it's probably going to go old, but maybe I keep it as a souvenir. Maybe I put it on that NFT or EFT thing like, hey, good morning Gwinnett had coffee.
They put it on there.
Listen, good morning Gwinnett had coffee for like a month. Here it is. What can I get for that? You know, so just a lot of stuff. You just got to think outside the box. So I'm going to go to a song. I'm going to come back. I'm going to try to give you some news. And we're going to keep the discussion going. JJ, if you got a question, you want to talk about some stuff, listen, when we come back, let's do it. All right, stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the Good Morning Gwinnett Show.
Some time thinking about the day that we met. I love to see you smile. Can't take my eyes off your silhouette. So today I have planned it out so carefully. I know the things that you like.
Welcome back, guys. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, along with my good friend and word of the week, expressioneer. Is that a word? Georgette Taylor? Just making up stuff today. Is that a word? Expressioneer.
Expression. I don't think so. But
hey, claim it anyway.
I could not. Hey, it is a word now. Yeah. It's a word now.
Word master, word queen, word diva. We just make up some stuff, you know. That's what they do. Listen. Yahoo, they made it up. No, maybe not. Yahoo is Cowboys.
Yahoo.
Google was made up, you know. Uber.
Yeah, was made up.
some made up stuff. So we can make listen, there are no rules anymore. You can make up words. There are no rules. You can make up words and it become a word. If you say it's a word, it's a word. You know, before you had the Webster Dictionary, right? And you went to the Webster Dictionary and you found the words. Now you just make up a word, whatever.
And then they put it in the dictionary.
Like verbal.
Yeah.
But it's spelled VURBL. They just made it up. You know. And for anybody who don't know, Verbal is a podcasting platform. I was like, let me go look and see if Good Morning Gwinnett is on Verbal. It's VURBL, Verbal.
Yes.
And I'm like, really? Yeah. So they just make up words. So you can make up a word. Anyway, so I talked about downtown Lawrenceville. This kind of leads. So my characters, my office, a Good Morning Gwinnett. So listen, let me tell y'all this. So today is a super moon. It's a pink moon today. So you have to make your wishes and your desires known. So write them down, manifest them, dream about them. You know, put it out there. You got to put it out to the universe. I know some of you that's a whole lot of woo woo, and it could be. But here's the thing, you can still put it out there, even if you don't believe in the woo woo. You know, we are woo woo. We the woo woo sisters. That's what Georgette calls us, woo woo sisters. We the woo sisters. So we believe in the woo woo, right? Because listen, nobody could ever tell me anything different about what's out in the universe because you don't know. You can't tell me anything different about a whole lot of stuff. When I see things like the pyramids that nobody can explain, and big blocks that nobody can explain, and stones that nobody can explain. I was looking at this documentary, and there's a cave. I can't remember where the cave was, but Georgette, when I tell you, it's pieces of quartz inside the cave that's bigger than my house.
Wow.
It was huge, and it was so hot in there so they had to make them these special suits because they went in there to do some research. They found it some kind of way. These scientists, they found it, and they had to make them special suits because it's so hot inside the cave till they could only be in there for 30 minutes before they start to like suffocate and burn. And this is a real documentary. And so you can't tell me anything about anything. I can be as woo-woo as I want to be. Don't tell me nothing about Jesus because, yes, I believe he was here, but he probably was an alien. And for those of you who listen like, oh, my gosh, she's crazy. We don't know. We don't know. Here's the thing. We don't know. Only thing we know is what some men wrote in the Bible, right? And there are a lot of things that we cannot explain. We just can't. I'm not saying Jesus isn't. We don't know what Jesus was. That's what I'm saying. We don't know if he was we don't know if we alien. We may be alien. Why are we trying to go to Mars? Is that our home planet?
Other planet.
That's probably our home planet, Georgette.
Pick the planet we on. That's what I feel.
But listen to this. They destroyed Mars. That's why we down here on this planet. They did no, for real. They did research. They said Mars once had water and something happened to it. Well, man probably was up on Mars screwing around and destroyed Mars. That's why we always trying to get back and see.
This planet happened in the universe, right? And just tearing up planets along the way,
right? And I watch. I'm a history buff, so I watch a lot of history and I watch a lot of ancient history. But anyway,
right.
There's a super moon tonight, a pink moon. They call it a super pink moon tonight. Yeah. And when you have those moons, there's a lot of studies about this. It's not just me talking crazy, y'all, for real. Just go and look it up. Look up moons and stuff about women in their cycles and all kinds of stuff that happens on a full moon. Listen, you can't tell me anything. There's too many unexplained things in this world. So believe what you want to believe, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So anyway, downtown Lawrenceville I love it. There's so much building, so many new buildings down there. You got the art center that's going to be open this summer. You have the South Lawn with all the new houses. You got the lawn where they have the pavilion and the stage where they have concerts, and it's just amazing. So when I came up with the picture, when I came up with the idea for the comic, I knew that I wanted to be downtown somewhere in the South Lawn in Lawrenceville. So I purposefully made sure that when they put the logo on the building, it was down there somewhere. Because you have to think, and I'm about to go to the Bible for you folks, because I know some folks are listening like, okay, she's now here's the Bible. You have to speak those things into existence that are not there as if though they were. And I know I'm paraphrasing the Bible, but y'all know what I'm talking about, especially real heavy Bible readers. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have to make the things that you want come true. You got to speak them out there. You got to put them out there. You got to visualize them. So I had the artist stick my logo on a building downtown on the South Lawn on a building at the roundabout. And that's because I can see Good Morning Gwinnett being down there in the midst of all of that, right? And so that being said, the redevelopment downtown Lawrenceville is happening. It is really growing. They're saying that the biggest signs of redevelopment in Lawrenceville recently have been happening along the spine stretching from Georgia Gwinnett College to City Hall and passing right through Lawrenceville Square. So there is a lot going on downtown Lawrenceville. That stretch includes the College Corridor project that is underway, the Lawrenceville Performing Arts Center that is also under construction, the Lawrenceville Lawn, which recently underwent renovations, and the South Lawn mixed-use development that is approaching the final stages of construction. A distillery, listen to this, a distillery is planned along the corridor of North Clayton Street, and a new parking deck, which is the Hilton Tapestry Hotel, is eventually expected to be built on top of that.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So there's a lot going on downtown Lawrenceville. So
and the Good Morning Gwinnett Studios will be down.
And the Good Morning Gwinnett Studios will be downtown Lawrenceville. Yes, it will. Pink Moon, you hear us talking?
It will.
Do you hear us, Pink Moon? Yes. So, Lawrenceville has a lot going on. So I'm excited about all the great things that are going on. Also, supposed to be this month, and I'm not sure it's going to happen, but the Entrepreneur Center is supposed to be opening up as well. And that is going to be a place for future entrepreneurs to be able to go down there and get get access to the resources that they need. Here's the thing. There's a lot of places online to get resources, but there's nothing in the world like being able to talk to somebody in person where you can feel their energy, they can feel your energy, they can see your face, you can see. There's nothing like it. And so, sometimes you just need to talk to somebody. You need to sit down. Let me tell you something. If you're on this journey to become an entrepreneur, there will come a time when you just want to throw up your hand and say, forget this crap. I'm not doing this anymore. That's the moment you need to say, you know what? I need to go downtown to the Entrepreneur Center so I can talk to somebody. Let me schedule an appointment.
A time and a day and a time and another day.
Yes, ma'am. And another day and one more after that day.
That's right.
And the day turned into a week.
Oh my God.
And I'm not saying we're not saying that to scare you, but we just want you to know that, there's nothing in this world I could see myself doing other than being an entrepreneur. And trust me, I've tried a couple of things. I always got my hand kind of a couple of different things, but being an entrepreneur has been the best thing that I could have ever done in my life. And I tell you why. Two main reasons why. One, I got to go to all my daughter's events when she was growing up. I got to go to her plays. I got to go on field trips. I remember they had career day at her school. I think she was in the 2nd or 3rd grade. And I did a newsletter, and there was they asked me to come in and speak at career day. So I did. So what I did was I did a cute little newsletter. She and her class had went on a trip, and they went to go pick rocks. And so they came back and they had all these pictures. So I gave my daughter a disposable camera. I said, listen, take this camera with you and take a bunch of pictures of your classmates, and I'm going to put it in the newsletter. So she did. So she took the pictures. And when the kids when I went to career day, they saw their pictures in the newspaper, in the newsletter with the rocks. And they was like, oh my God. So I got a bunch of them printed. I think I got about 30 copies printed up. I took it to the school and I told them exactly what I did. And at that time I was a publisher and I did publishing. And so the kids were so excited, Georgette. They were so excited that they saw their picture in this newsletter, right? The second thing was that I was this entrepreneur, and they were talking to me, right? So I'll never forget this one little guy. It was 2 of them. One name was Jay, and I forgot the other little boy's name, but he actually called me over the summer. He says, Miss Bell, I want to be an entrepreneur. And I said, okay, honey. So he said, can I have your number? Now, I didn't think he was going to call me. So when school was out, he called me over the summer and said, hey, me and my friend are trying to launch a business. I thought that was the cutest thing ever. And they were like, I think they were 2nd and 3rd grade. And they called me and I talked to them about starting a business. It was hilarious. But I said all that to say, you just never know who you're going to touch, for one. And, when there's a lot going on, you want to be able to talk to somebody. So the Entrepreneur Center that's coming downtown Lawrenceville is going to be a good resource for you guys. Some of you may even be able to have office space inside of the Entrepreneur Center, because I know that there's going to be co-working available as well. That's supposed to be launching sometime really soon. I thought it was going to be this month. I'm not sure if they pushed it back, because I know they was renovating the building downtown. But there is going to be resources for you there. There are going to be people there who can help you, experts in the area. And let me just say this too: if you can't get downtown to the Entrepreneur Center, there are chambers all throughout Gwinnett County. I'm a member of the Greater East Side Chamber, which covers Snellville, Loganville, and Grayson. And I know they're planning to expand as well. Now, of course, I live in Lawrenceville, but I am a member. I'm in charge of digital media and streaming there, that's why Greater East Side Chamber has a streaming TV channel on the Noise Media Network. They're about to launch a podcast for their members as well. Take advantage of those opportunities because they do a lot of networking. They do a lot of virtual stuff as well because of COVID. So they do weekly, on Wednesdays, weekly online networking. We got great things happening there as well. Listen, I'm a member, so great things. I told y'all I live outside the box, and it's so funny because I said to myself, boy, they made me in charge of like the media piece. Like, woo, do they know what they did? But anyway, we, as a matter of fact, we got a magazine coming out for the Greater East Side Chamber. Yes, that was my idea. Yeah, I know I love media.
I didn't have to think too far to know that.
Yeah. So and so the president, she doesn't know if it's going to be an ongoing publication or is it just to reintroduce and re-engage the members that are there and to attract new members to the chamber. Because the chamber, it's a small chamber. It's not like Gwinnett Chamber, which is huge. It's about almost 3,000 members at the Gwinnett Chamber. Greater East Side Chamber only covers Loganville, Snellville, and Grayson. So it's a smaller chamber, but they're trying to grow. You know what I mean? So they're trying to grow, and I believe they can grow. What I'm excited about is the fact that I'm a part of the chamber, and hopefully I'll be a helpful catalyst to help it grow and help empower small business owners who can't get out to the Entrepreneur Center over in Lawrenceville, but they still want to be a part of something and they want to be able to get the resources that they need to help their business grow. So I'm excited about that. So check out Greater East Side Chamber. You can go to mygecc.org, and find out more information about the Greater East Side Chamber. And GwinnettCounty.com, you can find out more information about the Entrepreneur Center. So, it's a lot going on here. I got to get on to this news, though. I think I talked about this recently, but the Gwinnett County Public School recently announced raises for all existing bus drivers and incoming new hires. So the school district approved an increase of $1.90 per hour. Bus drivers now make between $17.63 and $24.98 per hour. And bus drivers will remain eligible for any cost of living and longevity increases the district approves for the next school year. Now, my husband, I think I told you this. We were driving down the street last week. We went to the football field. We went somewhere. I think we were going to a football game with my nephew to watch the 7-on-7. And so there was a big banner on a fence. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we was over at Rose Jordan Park. That's where we were watching my brother coach at 7-on-7. But they had a big banner on the fence over at Rose Jordan Park here in Lawrenceville. And he said, bus drivers make $17.63 an hour up to he's like, I didn't know that. I didn't either. I didn't know they made that kind of money. And they're always hiring. So if you're looking for employment, this is a great opportunity for you. It's part-time because remember, you only drive the bus while the kids need to get to school and get to and from school. So in between that time, if you that could be your side hustle. You drive in the morning, you drop them off, you come back and pick them up when school is out, and then you got your time to yourself. So that could be a side hustle. If you're looking for some extra cash, listen, $17.63 to $24.98, not bad. Not bad at all. So you may want to check that out. But they're looking for more drivers. The school year is about to be over, so I'm sure everybody's gearing up to go back to school. In the fall, late summer. Normally in Jersey they go back near the fall, but late summer, and they're going to need more drivers. So right now, applicants must be at least 21 years of old with a safe driving record and a high school diploma or GED. So if you want to drive, there's an opportunity because they're hiring. They're hiring bus drivers right now. For more information, you can go to www.gcpsk12.org. That stands for Gwinnett County Public School System, K12.org, GCPSK12.org. All right, go check that out. All right, I'm going to another song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
I got it wrong, but you don't wanna be alone. Spend the evening by yourself, but you'll miss me when it's getting late. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let me. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let go. Boy, loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. Love and let go. Boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Every time it's a blessing, and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Go ahead and tell your friends. Talk it out, but it won't end. You are never true to heart. You need me when it's getting dark. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let me. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let go. Boy, loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. Love and let go. Boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Every time it's a blessing, and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. If you let go, boy, loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. Love and let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Every time it's a blessing, and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it.
Welcome back, welcome back. Listen, there was a young lady who was arrested recently. She was driving 100 miles an hour. She said she was late for work. You know, I think about that is so crazy. And here's the thing: so she was driving fast, right? And then she drove past the police, and they had to track her down. So they had to track her down, and they stopped chasing her because they was like, okay, we can't keep chasing her because she's going 100 miles an hour. So finally, they got some.
Wow.
We got cameras all over Gwinnett County. Like, you can drive crazy if you want to. There's cameras everywhere where the cameras picked up, and she was arrested. 19 years old. Okay, so seriously, you should have left on time. Like, you could have cost somebody their life. You know what I'm saying? So that's really irresponsible. So now she's in trouble.
Crazy.
Yep. So she was driving 100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour.
100
When
miles.
can you drive 100 miles an hour around here?
Sugarloaf Parkway.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, but wow.
Yep. So now she was released from the county jail on a $7,438 bond. I don't know who got her out, but she would have sat there. Yep. They sure did. She went to jail. I just thought that was so crazy. I just think that's nuts. I just think that's so, like, why would you do that? Yeah. I just had to tell y'all that story. That's one of them you so stupid stories. But that could have went really bad. You know what I'm saying?
No, it could have been really
Really, really bad.
Awful.
So Courtyard by Marriott is gonna be opened up downtown Duluth. Yep, this week. Yes. So I don't even know. Did I have a okay? Oh, I don't think I took pictures downtown Duluth. So let me tell y'all this. Well, you know what? I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Y'all know I got stuff going on. It's a Talk Business Tuesday topic, so I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. But anyway, Marriott is gonna be opening up downtown today. It's gonna be a 100-room hotel, and it's run by LBA Hospitality and the Southern Eastern Development. So right now it's gonna have 325 parking spaces. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yep.
Nice.
If you want to be a guest at the new hotel, guests can call 470-740-1040. That sounds like the IRS number.
All right.
to make a reservation, it costs 470-740-1040. Listen, you might also want to just go check it out and see what kind of meeting rooms they have, because they may have really nice meeting rooms. So if you're thinking about hosting an event, you're looking for a nice spot. And here's the thing, y'all. Let me just tell y'all this real quick. Anytime they have new stuff, you get some really good rates. So because they're trying to bring people in the door, and this is a great time to create a relationship with the hotel owners and managers and things like that, because they're new. So they want to meet everybody in the community. They want to get to know you. This is a great time to form collaborations and get to know them, and they get to know you, and, host an event there and things like that. So anyway, again, you can call 470-740-1040 to make a reservation, or just go to www.marriott.com/ATLCH. ATLCH. So Grayson was supposed to have his parade, Grayson Day parade this weekend, but it poured down raining Saturday. Poured down. They still did the festival part of it poured down rain Saturday morning, but Saturday afternoon turned out to be pretty nice. They still did part of it. They did the festival portion of the parade, but they didn't do the parade. They didn't do it, so they canceled that part, but they did the festival part. So I missed that because it was raining. I was like, I'm not going outside in the rain. I was supposed to, as a matter of fact, I was supposed to be vending at what's the name of the cafe? It's a cafe in Grayson. But I was like, I know how I feel about the rain. I hate being in the rain. So I did not go out in the rain this weekend. I was supposed to go down and pass out Good Morning Gwinnett cookies, which I did not, because I was like, okay, it's raining. I ain't going. Not going to happen. All right, so listen, that's all I got for today. I'm going to go to my last song, and then I'm going to come back and close it out for today. So stay tuned.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free, set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself, this time I'ma keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see ya brighter day. Oh, oh, oh. A brighter day, a brighter day. Oh, a brighter day. Time goes by and yet I wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah, made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free.
So listen, guys, this is all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration, and here it goes. I'm looking forward to influencing others in a positive way. My message is you can do anything if you just put your mind to it. Justin Bieber said that, and I totally agree. I hope that this show is influencing you in a positive way. Yes, I know I say some things on here sometimes that probably piss some people off, but it's okay. It gives you the opportunity to think, right? And hopefully you'll think about things in a different perspective. But on the flip side, my goal is always to inspire and motivate you, educate and entertain you at the same time, and show you what's possible if you just put your mind to it. I want to thank you, Georgette, so much for spending 52 weeks in a row here sharing a word. Even when we had technical difficulties, so she would have to text me the word, and I would have to, kind of give it to you guys and mess it up. But I did my best. No,
you did great. You do great with them.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing that. You didn't have to do that, but you do, and I appreciate you and love you for that. And guys, listen, 500 episodes. Oh man, I get chills every time I think about that, because I just think about the dedication and the days that I just some days I don't feel well. You don't know it because I come downstairs and I'm still kind of bubbly, but there are some days where I just want to lay in the bed and be like, man, I feel horrible, but I get up and I do it anyway. And I realized I really love this show when my mother passed, and I came and I did the show anyway, and she had just passed away at 5:15 that morning, that Thursday, January 5th, that morning, which I'll never forget. And that was the most painful thing I've ever lived through in my life, and it still pains me to this day. My brother was here over the weekend, and we just sat and we talked about like how much we missed her, you know what I mean? But I know she's looking down right now, and she's probably saying, wow, 500 episodes? Because my daughter told me after she passed that she listened to the show. My mom listened to the show every day. I didn't know she listened to it every day because she never said anything. I would come upstairs, and we would do what we do. We would eat breakfast, and we'd talk, and that's what we did. I didn't know she listened to the show. I thought she was watching the news or Good Morning America, not listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. And my daughter said, nah, she listened to you every day. And I was like, wow, I never knew that. But I just hope that this show inspires you, and it helps you not only be entertained, but it helps you see what's possible. You just got to put your mind to something and focus on it and keep moving. And trust me, there are going to be days when you want to give up and throw in a towel. And I will tell you, if you're passionate about it, it'll pull you through. There have been days when I was like, man, I ain't making no money from this show. I got to go get me some money, and I've taken on projects. Like I took on a project and I was like, I should not have been doing that project. Now it's taken away from what I'm supposed to be doing. So, but it's like, I got to get money, but I keep doing it anyway, because I know one day this is going to be $1 million brand. I know one day we're going to be downtown on the lawn, and you're going to see the Good Morning Gwinnett. Yes, you're going to see the Good Morning logo outside the building on the South Lawn, downtown Lawrenceville. One day, Pink Moon. One day, Pink Moon. One day. So listen, thank you again for listening. One day soon. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last hour and 16 minutes with Georgette and I appreciate you and love you to life for that. Be sure to go over there and get you. Listen, all the t-shirts are going to be limited edition. All the posters are going to be limited edition. And so you might want to go ahead and get one, because you got a Good Morning Gwinnett. I know. I'm gonna pull them down. Like every time we put up a new one, we're gonna pull down the old one, probably. So every month we're gonna put up 2 new ones. So next month there'll be the month of May. There'll be 2 new shirts going up. Listen, there's a method to my madness. Trust me when I tell y'all that. And you're gonna want to have every one of those issues, every one of those shirts or posters or both. You're gonna want to have them. There's a method. Listen, I'm like a mad scientist most of the time. I am. Trust me when I tell y'all that. But listen, thank you again. If you want to support this show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. Get a t-shirt, get the comic strips with the Twin-Amies, and I'll tell you more about that in future episodes. But that is the first shirt out on the line, and it kind of and it's the first one because I wanted you guys to see the logo on the building downtown Lawn, on the South Lawn, downtown Lawrenceville. Be sure to follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett, and follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. Also, download our app from the App Store. If you got an Android phone or an Apple phone, we got an app for that, for Good Morning Gwinnett. Download the app. And if you listen to this show on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, be sure to like us, love us, and share us with your friends and families. And on Apple, give it 5 stars. Find your favorite 2 episodes and drop 5 stars on it and a comment. I appreciate you and love you for that. Listen, I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Stay safe out there. Tell your family and friends you love them. And until next time, y'all know what it is. Make it a great day. Bye, G. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.